Hello. And welcome to Surin. We made it! This is our first vlog from Thailand, and I've decided to sum up everything that happened in our travel journey in one video, and then probably, hopefully, never talk about it again. We are back at Mare and Pa's house in the district of Khao Sinarin in Surin. And getting here was quite a mission, not in the way you'd expect. First of all, a mere 3 days before we were set to fly, we nearly cancelled the whole trip. And that is because Cambodia had decided to bomb Thailand. Bit of a spanner in the works. Obviously, our thoughts and hearts, first and foremost, went out to all the people affected. Second to that, seeing as Surin is on the border of Cambodia, we were receiving warnings left, right and centre that it was unsafe to travel to and that the whole province would soon be evacuated, including Owen's parents. Hello.
Mommy,
Yeah.
I want to go on a swing with you.
Go on the swing then, Poppet.
Woo! Wee!
Now, I'm not going to go too much into the reason behind this conflict because I am not a source of information that I can guarantee to be anywhere near correct. But needless to say, the Liamdis, in true Liamdi style, were not worried at first, not at all. This conflict and disagreement over border lines and temple/castle had been raging on for years, decades. However, as the conflict continued day to day, even Owen started to say he'd never seen it this bad. So I was constantly checking Google Maps and checking how many kilometres Khao Sinarin and Muang Surin were from the border, and they're about 60 to 70 kilometres. And initial reports were that the missiles, which had very tragically hit a 7-Eleven and other places, and there were horrific videos of little children being marched out into bunkers. Initially we heard that those missiles were only maximum 40 kilometres, so still not great, but we were supposedly in the safe area. That all changed when we started to hear news coming all the way over to England that they now had missiles from China which could span a distance of over 100 kilometres. So we woke up on Sunday morning before we were due to fly on Wednesday, exceedingly worried. It was looking like it was a possibility that Owen's parents would have to leave their home, which is something we would have never considered before. And also, we knew how begrudgingly they would do so. It is usually the older folk who stay put, stay with their long, hard work, fought for properties and possessions, and don't just up sticks. We'd even heard a report from Owen's dad who'd gone into Surin town and saying that the place was deserted. Owen's dad also said that there was a heavy army presence in Surin town, and that shops were shut and people were moving, and that refugees from the border had moved up and were seemingly swarming Owen's parents' village. So we communicated this all with my parents, who, as you may or may not know, are joining us on this trip to finally meet Owen's parents. Yes, they've never met before. That's a story for another time. My parents, with a lot less knowledge and understanding of all things Thailand, were understandably very worried. I was, in my mind, in the background, planning contingency plans, thinking that if we couldn't even make it across to Surin, then we'd still want to go. We spent thousands on the flights, and also Owen's family may well need our help. This may well be the time that they need us to come and see them. It would mean staying longer in Bangkok and then reassessing where we would go. Owen's older brother lives in Bangkok, so perhaps his parents would evacuate to there. We could get a hotel nearby. We have a portion of our trip planned to stay in this amazing house in Khao Yai, so we could see if we could extend that earlier, or we could stay somewhere else in Khao Yai, which is in between Bangkok and Surin, so a super safe zone, nowhere near the border. So these were all ideas that were going on around my head. My parents, however, were thinking, well, if we can't be hosted by Owen's parents in their home, what's the point of coming? So all of this was going around in our heads, and we were just stewing and worried and anxiety ridden. Also because we have Jasper. If you don't know, Jasper is an autistic boy. He's our son, he's autistic, with very high support needs. It's already arguably crazy enough that we're bringing him halfway across the world. The saving grace of this huge journey for him and huge endeavour for him and us is that we take him to this place, Owen's parents' house, which is relaxed, open, a huge space to run around outside, and a place of which he's familiar. What would it be like taking him to a hotel for days or potentially weeks with no space to run around, no respite in water, no access to a car or a vehicle? It was all very, very worrying. Luckily, this is when Owen decided to talk to his younger brother. Now, Owen's younger brother, On, works for local government here in their village of Khao Sinrin. And as soon as he spoke to his younger brother, On, okay, Thai sibling names are very confusing, side note. On said to him, "What are you doing listening to our dad? You should know better. He's talking rubbish. Surin town is not quiet. It's not been shut down. People are not evacuating. My parents are not worried. They're not thinking of evacuating. And this news of 150-kilometer missiles is rubbish. Fake news." The relief. Well, we were close to cancelling stuff. We had cancelled the minivans to pick us up from the airport. That was it. Thank goodness we hadn't cancelled anything else. We know we need a second opinion. We know we shouldn't overreact to the first bit of news, and we know that nothing needs to be done in a hurry. Slow life Sabai, no? We were so relieved. So this again was on the Sunday. The moment that Owen found out everything is good to go has been captured and shared in a reel on our Instagram. We were having a family barbecue at the time, and Owen just gave me this thumbs up. And I relaxed. So from then on, the plan was go. Okay, so major conflict avoided. Obviously, I know it's selfish to centre ourselves in all of this. It was a massive part in our story of travelling here. We are so thankful, so relieved that a ceasefire was declared on Monday evening. This is what we hoped for. We'd hoped it would all blow over. This is what the Liamdis originally said. And it did. We're lucky. Our hearts still go out to the families of those lives that were lost, and the damage and the fear that ripped through Thailand for a few days. It was scary. So, fast forward to Tuesday, our intense day of packing. Both kids at home, trying to pack around them. You know what it's like packing with kids. You put something in a case, they put it out, or they decide they want to pack a tiny bit of rubbish. But it was fine. We did it, we were packed, we were ready. We were deciding to get an early night on Tuesday because we had to be up at 3 a.m. in order to drive to my parents at 4 a.m. Okay, we get to bed. I finally get to sleep. I woke up at 3 a.m, look across to my phone, and what do I see? 1, your flight's been delayed. 2, your second flight's been cancelled. So Owen is already awake. Thank goodness the kids are still sleeping. And I go downstairs and I tell him, everything's gone wrong with our flights. It's a nightmare. We had originally opted not to fly direct, to stop in Dubai, a halfway point between the UK and Thailand, in order to give our kids a break and, more importantly, give the other passengers a break. If anything, just to get a reset as an alternative to a 13-hour flight mission, and just let Jasper have a change of scenery and walk around an airport. It's kind of crucial those 2 flights are not moved around in order for us to make our connection. But no, we find out that our first flight, which is meant to be at 9 a.m, has been delayed until 2:30 p.m. on the Wednesday, and our second flight, which was meant to be in the evening of Wednesday from Dubai, has been cancelled, and we've been rebooked onto one 24 hours later. Cue an absolute mad dash to speak to Emirates on the phone, with whom I had already spoken to and was on a familiar basis with previous days, in order to do all my autism prep. You know, telling them about Jasper, telling them about Jasper's disability pushchair, requesting the best seats, etc. So here I am calling back at 3 a.m. Thank goodness, you know, they're Dubai based, so they're all awake. And a lovely woman, operative, helped in any way she could, which i.e. was in absolutely no way, because this close to flights, there is no seats available on any other flights. So she confirmed that yes, flight number 1 is delayed by 5 hours, and yes, number 2 has been cancelled. Why, I ask? Oh, just, you know, reasons, operational reasons. Is there another flight you can get us on? No. So the best that we can do in this nightmare of a situation is ask them to put us up in a hotel in Dubai to wait out the connection time, which was 3 hours and is now 27 hours. Saving grace, that first flight is now actually delayed. So it's 23 hours. So much better. Okay, cue an unexpected holiday in Dubai. Luckily, my parents were on board with Sabai and Jazzy, and were supportive that we would just go with the flow, tackle it step by step, and do our best. And thankful to me that I was really trying to plan it all and sort it all out.
Mummy, look what I've done.
What have you done, darling? Oh, luckily the kids had not woken up. They knew nothing of this transportational nightmare. So we didn't even have to attempt the 3 a.m. wake up with them. We let them sleep. We got up as normal. I'm inside now with makeup. Find my favourite picture. Anywho, yes, the taxi had very graciously allowed us to postpone. Otherwise, they initially said, oh, we don't accept any changes within 6 hours. But luckily the driver agreed. Big up that company. The other thing we had to change, of course, was our flight once we arrived in Bangkok, as we are now arriving 24 hours later. So a flight we had booked on the cheapest option with no cancellation cover and no insurance, I've learned a lesson, could not be changed at this late hour, especially as I booked through an agent for the cheapest option. So I just had to cancel and rebook. That's another £500 with all our extra luggage that we need on these cheap domestic flights that don't allow automatic luggage. Whew. So that was all done, and then we were off. So we'd loaded the kids in the bags in the car, including Jasper's pushchair. Let's go to Thailand. Your turn?
Yeah.
25k?
Yes. Lift it up. Babe, lift it up. Okay, guys. Okay, darling.
Hi!
Who's ready to go to Thailand?
Yes! Here
We are. We think we are. Okay, guys. We'll explain everything that's happened this morning later, but let's get going. Now, return to the house number 1 was because we forgot Jasper's sunflower lanyard. That was fine, we'd only got to the bottom of the road. Okay, get back in the car with sunflower lanyard. Oh, no, my we've forgotten feeling still hasn't gone. The 4-bar plug and our chargers. Return to the house number 2. That was okay, we'd only got slightly further down the road. Right, all back in the car. Jasper a little bit confused while we were making constant circles. We still had time to make the taxi from my parents' house. Right, 5 kilometres into the journey to my parents, to where the taxi's picking us up. Owen says, shit, I've forgotten my wallet. Oh, it's got his Thai ID card in it. Absolute necessity. No way we could not go with that. We are very tight for time now. We turn around, we go back and get it, video call my parents, and we hope to God we haven't pushed this taxi company too far. Right, we're back in the car. I think the feeling of I've forgotten something has been quenched. We arrive at my parents', we're about 10 minutes, the taxi's already there. Oh no, backtrack, I'm sorry. Another bit of drama occurred before we arrived. Adeline all of a sudden goes very quiet in the car. We're 2 minutes away from my parents' house where the taxi is waiting, we're already late. I ask, are you okay, sweetheart? I already know what's coming. She throws up. Not once, but twice. Yes, of course I've packed a change of clothes, but it's a tropical weather change of clothes for when we arrive in Dubai or Thailand. The car stinks. She's thrown up everywhere. We arrive at my parents' house and I desperately do not want this taxi driver who's waiting because we're already late and we've already made him turn up 5 hours later to smell that there's vomit on my daughter's clothes. So we sneak Adeline into my parents' house, derobe her of the zippy top she's wearing that's covered in vomit, throw it into my parents' utility room, wipe down the top that also has vomit on it underneath, and proceed to travel for 24 hours with a vomit-covered child. No, we didn't leave it that long. We're not that. That would be neglectful. We changed her top as soon as we could, but we had to get in the taxi. Luckily, she was not sick in our 7-seater taxi that took us to Heathrow. Jasper was so happy in the taxi. Although they've changed every single detail of our entire plan. Deep breaths. Right, Jazzy?
Yeah?
Chai. Yeah, it's never... We've never had flights delayed like this.
No. Alright, sweetheart? Do you feel alright? Tell me if you
thumbs up. Here we are. It's an Emirates one as well. What will we be flying on? And we all arrived in one piece, unscathed. If not a little traumatised on my part. At least the kids were happy. At least there'd been no more vomit. And I think we had everything we needed to travel halfway across the world with an autistic child and a 3-year-old. Here we are. Heathrow is hell on earth. Terminal 3 is what would take us to Dubai on the first leg of our flight, delayed by 5 hours flight. We spend hours at check-in. Staff Emirates delightfully helpful, but the computers don't understand that our second flight has been delayed by 24 hours, yet has retained the same flight number. If you don't know anything about autistic children, they really don't like waiting. So this bit got a bit tricky as she had to go back and forth with her supervisor. She was so helpful, so gracious and kind, really. But the marathon of getting Jasper across the world had well and truly started. We had to sort of have all our seats and boarding passes reconfirmed, rechecked, changed around and printed out so that our luggage would transfer onto the correct second flight, seeing as the original second flight no longer existed. Would have been helpful, Emirates, if you'd changed the flight number, but no, you didn't. Okay, we finally load our bags, start making our way through Terminal 3, which is full of about 50,000 million people because it's summer holidays. I know there's a soft play and a sensory room in Terminal 3. Not as good as Terminal 5, but we head there anyway. Tiny lifts, one of which is not working. Jasper's in his disability pushchair and the soft play is rammed. So we brave it for a few minutes until we realise we can't risk Jazzy getting overwhelmed and potentially expressing his frustrations in some way. The sensory room is closed for refurbishment. Okay, kudos, Terminal 3. Yeah. So we leave. We are due a free complimentary meal from all our flight shoddery. Do we have time to sit down and find a meal? No. Is there space for us to go to a restaurant with Jasper? No. So we just head to the gate. Emirates take our disability pushchair away from Jasper way too soon. So we basically just have to chase Jasper around as he throws himself to the floor, runs in every direction, climbs on own, keep him entertained, keep him happy. Until we're allowed to board first. Good boy, Jazzy.
Really small, did I say? Can you He's so tiny. He's tiny than me and my baby boy.
Oh, another lorry coming.
I'm just going to put you down a minute.
You want to come and jump with Jazzy?
Some side was talking to me.
Come, Lily.
Well, it's gone away now to another country.
There'll be another one.
There'll be another one taking off in a minute.
Do we say bye-bye aeroplane?
He's got his wheels down, see? He's on his wheels. Hello, that's landed.
Bye-bye aeroplane.
Bye-bye aeroplane.
Bye, bye.
fly by aeroplane. They're leaving every few minutes, aren't they? And there's another one. Can you see that one over there? With the lights on the front. It's a big airplane, isn't it?
There's Jazzy. Hello. So, where were we? It's always a mad rush to get onto the plane. As a family with a child with special assistance required for additional needs, we should be first in line. However, remember this flight is 5 hours delayed. Everyone is tetchy, and when they tell us they're going to call us zone by zone, no one cares, no one listens. There's also a bit of disability competition.
Everybody say cheers.
People are inclined to let visible disabilities go first. I'm not one to argue. But who does go first? Visible or invisible disabilities? Anywho, we got on. Cut a long story short, we got on in good time and we had enough space in the overheads for all our stuff.
They let them through, yeah.
Do you like it? Hello. Hello. I've got lots of special treats for you, darling.
Have you got a toilet?
Yeah, got loads of toys for you. Look.
In the
Got
meantime,
so many toys for the kids. They both have their own packs of toys, which turned out to be a really good thing because on this 7.5-hour flight, neither child slept. It was myself, Owen and Jasper on 1-3, and right on the other side, all on the same line, was Adeline and my parents. Ideal. My mum had a job entertaining Adeline for all that time. She really did. Adeline did not want to sleep, and neither did Jasper. We don't mind that at all. The worst case scenario with Jasper is him being unhappy, him entering meltdown territory, or even going fully fledged into meltdown territory, which we've had on a flight before. That happened for the first hour of the flight 2 years ago. And poor Owen had just had to withstand being hit and kicked for an hour. And the other passengers thought whatever they thought. We didn't receive any negative response on that flight though, which was good. But no, Jasper was happy for the whole of this first flight to Dubai, which just meant we just had to be on it with entertaining, supporting for a very long time with no breaks. Minor stress levels, not ultimate stress levels. Adeline may even have caused more stress levels. She was loud, louder than Jasper. Anywho, we got there, that first flight was okay. And because it wasn't a nighttime flight, we felt like we hadn't missed out on sleep. So we weren't too tired yet. So then we arrived at Dubai. I wasn't feeling very relaxed. I wish in one sense that we had got a direct flight, because when you arrive in Thailand, everything's great, you're there, we're on home turf. But Dubai we'd never been to before, and I was unsure what was going to happen. We'd been promised a hotel, but nothing was booked. We didn't have any paperwork. We were only meant to be there for 3 hours, but now we were going to be there for 23 hours. So we disembarked, and kudos to Dubai. They had Jasper's disability pushchair waiting for us at the gate, so he was straight in there. It was in Dubai time, just gone midnight, but we weren't too tired because it was earlier in the evening, UK time. We were directed where to go, and a whole host of people were all going to the hotel connection service, which is big business in Dubai. With a lot of flights services, they offer that as standard. They offer it for free. So off we went to that desk, spoke to a lovely lady who printed off our hotel vouchers and told us the next steps of walking to immigration of sorts for transit visas, and then passport control. This is where it started to get a bit tricky, where I started to get a bit stressed. So, a very lovely lady at the Hotel Connection Stays desk gave us a voucher for our hotel. But here's where a bit of trouble started, because it only had 4 people's name on it, and she said, now don't worry, it is for the whole group, even though it doesn't have everyone's name on it. And I don't think it had Owen's name on it, which, yes, troublesome. So she directed us to go to like Data Connect or something, but basically it's the transit visa desk for which Owen requires a visa. Right, we're going to Dubai Connect to get this guy a visa for UAE. Thai people.
How do you see this?
We don't, with British passports, privilege. But my goodness, this was a stark reminder of how difficult it can be to travel on a Thai passport. And I had not anticipated this. Well, of course I hadn't, because we weren't even planning on leaving the airport. But because of our cancelled second flight, we've had a hotel stay thrust upon us, and crucially the hotel is outside of the airport, so we have to leave. Own Thai passport, needs a visa. And it threw me, and it sort of sunk me into a bit of a funk, because it just suddenly reminded me of all our visa issues we've had in the past, and how easy it is to travel on a British passport, and how hard it can be when you don't have one of those, which breaks my heart a little. So we trundle off to this desk to try and get him a stamp, like an exit, transit, easy peasy visa stamp. But because the upstairs lady with the hotel voucher hadn't put all 6 of our names on the hotel voucher, I didn't get it, but that's how problems started. I did not understand, which frustrated me even further.
Jazzy, do you like to buy
It's the middle of the night, and we're pulling around 2 children. Jasper in his pushchair, thank goodness, is calm. Adeline walking around, holding hands with her granny, doing really, really well. They both did so well. It was me that was starting to struggle.
Yay.
We thought, after waiting at this desk and him getting his stamp, we thought we were all good to exit via passport control. So we head off there. Now, one thing Dubai is excellent at is acknowledging special assistance, and the way they could just spot a sunflower lanyard from a mile off is brilliant. We were beckoned over, ushered into secret queues, like roped off areas were opened up for us. They're, hey, come here, you guys come here. That was great. That was really great. Well done, Dubai. So the airport experience was like sophisticated, clean, luxurious and quick, and it was not busy. So that was great. However, the mixed messages between 3 sets of people, from the hotel voucher woman to immigration for his transit visa to then exiting passport control, was awful. And they all seemingly required different things. We made our way to passport control with Jasper, and the passport control man, immigration, basically said no to Owen. They wouldn't let him out. We didn't have something correctly because of the hotel voucher being incorrect, didn't have his name on because they'd only stamped the letter rather than the hotel voucher. So we were being flung from post to post again. We were being denied entry again, which, if you know us, brings back some pretty horrific memories. Again, a story for another time. And I was just angry that this was happening again. And Owen was being treated in a different way to the way we were being treated, so visibly. so tangibly, and I didn't understand, and no one was telling me clearly what the problem was. So I just had to go back to the immigration desk and try and explain that we weren't being allowed out. And then me and Owen sort of didn't turn into our best selves, because I was annoyed, angry, tired, upset. And I was annoyed at having to manage it all myself. It was all starting to get a bit overwhelming. And I felt like the burden of managing and making sure everything went to plan, no plan. Everything was all on me and no one else. Of course, everyone was helping me as much as they could. I just felt like I needed a break, because I planned things to a T. I'm very highly organised. So when things don't go to plan, not only do I feel out of control, but I don't know what to do. Because that's why I plan things. So I've got my backup and my support. If I've not planned it, I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, after being thrown back and forth between immigration and passport control, finally passport control let Owen out with me and Jasper. I mean, what is it about passport control? On day one of training, do they get told just to be an arse? Don't smile. No more smiling for you in this job. No more helping, no more accommodating. You have to be horrible now. I think so. Anywho, we finally made it through. It's the middle of the night. We're in Dubai. We're in a whole new country. We get sort of told to sit in a group with 25 other people. Again, don't know what's happening. Thank goodness the kids aren't melting down. They could well have been. And then all of a sudden we're told to depart the airport, and we get hit, poof, by the heat of Dubai. It's midnight, past midnight. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We're walking out into 35-degree heat, and we're marched really quickly across to a bus that's going to take us to our hotel. And bless Jazzy, he does not want to get on this bus because he's anxious. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't like stepping over thresholds at the best of times to places he knows. I've stood outside his nursery with him for many minutes, waiting for him to be ready to step through, and he goes there. Same with school. They give him all the time in the world in order to get through the door to his school. But I had to rush him onto a bus with other people. He did so well. We were all split apart. We were the last people on the bus because we had to collapse his pushchair, don't forget. He sat with me and we had a lovely cuddle, and I loved it. And we drove at high speed through Dubai in the middle of the night, which was quite magic. I felt that sense of adventure, that I was on an adventure again, as I let myself calm down and let myself regulate. And we were brought to the Copthorne Hotel. And again, someone spots the sunflower lanyard that I'm wearing on behalf of Jasper, swoops in straight to us. Excellent service. Helps us. I act as the one person to represent the family. Everyone else is advised to sit down. There's aircon, there's internet. Owen and I are starting to return to ourselves and to each other. And finally, we get taken to our rooms, adjoining rooms. My parents have a room, we have a room.
What do you think,
There's
Dazzy?
aircon, there's a big window, there's a fridge, there's TV, there's beds, there's a bathroom, there's a bum gun. And
Good enough for a night in Dubai?
everyone's happy again.
We're on Hollybobs. Oh, look, a playground. Hey, baby. You've done so well today, Jazzy.
So, we're in our hotel rooms in Dubai. Lovely adjoining rooms. And remarkably, we do all get to sleep at some point. There's a bit of merriment, reference our arrival in Bangkok 2 years ago when the kids were jumping on beds at 2 a.m. But actually it was better than that, and we did all get to sleep. The next day, Team Liamdi are shattered, so we don't make it down to breakfast, but my parents make it to breakfast. And actually I joined them to bring back some bits for our own and the kids. But we're all pretty chipper the next day, which is really good. And so we think, we've got a day in Dubai, what should we do? Well, my parents went out on a tour to see the Burj Khalifa. What else did you see?
I can't remember their names.
No.
Another big tower.
Another big tower, the one that looks like a boat sail.
On the island in the shape of a palm leaf that goes out to sea.
Oh yeah, the palm,
Palm
the
something.
beach, the Palm Atlantis.
Something like that.
You'll know more than us. It's all of our first times in Dubai. And as my parents pointed out, it could be their only time in Dubai. It may well be our only time too, but there is more of a chance that Owen and I could be there again in order to see some sights. As I would have loved to venture out to see some sights, but it wouldn't have been possible with the kids. And it was approximately 45 degrees. We stepped out of the hotel to their pool and restaurant area.
Thank you.
It was unbelievable. Unbelievably hot.
How many degrees?
Like Thailand doesn't even compare
42,
to the
43
humidity
today.
of Dubai in
down there.
summer.
It's hotter than Thailand.
Yeah, I think it's similar to Thailand.
No, it's hotter. Thailand's a manageable 30 to 35.
41 องศา Thailand ก็ประมาณที่ไทยก็ประมาณ how much?
Here now?
No, in Thailand.
Oh, well, in low season, I think 34.
ร้อนกว่า
Ron Gua.
Okay, I go to back to Jasper now.
Oh, hello. Hello, me. Hello, me.
Sheep. Really first sheep.
Thanks. Oh, that's better. Hey, guys.
Just saying, in England you open the door and the cold air blows in.
Yeah.
In this country you open the door and the hot air blows in.
They just start sweating immediately. Oh, you got purd? That looks delicious.
Let's go sit down in our place. I think we've finished the pasta. So
Are you?
I think the next hottest I've been is Mumbai.
Finished.
Just
Right, should we go back inside now? Good girl.
Side note, my dad later informed me that their bus stops are fully enclosed rooms with aircon, which is smart. Glass rooms with aircon. Come on, Thailand, you need that. So we very much enjoyed our complimentary meals at this hotel, which is very nice. We all made it down for lunch and dinner. Jazzy did very well.
Oh, turning that way, are
You do vlog.
We're going to our complimentary lunch here at our Dubai hotel. 3 meals for free.
I just put in.
Yeah. Owen got some really nice Asian food, so he was happy. And we were just waiting until we were picked up, bundled back on that same bus.
Cuddle up in the duvet. Are you feeling a bit happier now? Yes? Take care with my little fingers.
Hello? I'm housekeeping. Who is next? Okay, I will be on my way. I will see you soon. Bye bye. Meow.
Thank you.
Meow, meow, meow.
Yeah. You make Daddy and Mommy excited all the time.
Excited is one word. We have adjoining rooms with my parents, and Owen and I were just sitting down to relax as they've gone on a city tour. Of course, Jasper snuck out back into our room and shut the door. One of the double doors that you can't open from our side. What to do when that happens? When a Jasper shuts himself in an adjoining room. So I dashed down, bare feet, to get a spare key card. Unbeknownst to me, it wouldn't have worked anyway because our lock is on the door. Our bolt is across, so it wouldn't have even worked. Luckily, whilst I was downstairs, Owen just kept on knocking for Jazzy, asking him to come and open the door again. Look, there's nothing that we could have done on this door that he shut. Could only have been him to open it again. And he did. He opened it again. As I came back running through a Dubai hotel with bare feet. I just pushed in the line, obviously. Fancies. More fool us to think we can try and relax. Where are you, little pickle?
Meow, 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 meow.
What are you doing, babe?
Daddy up.
Are you picking up cereal and raisins off the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Dubai.
And then when we...
I bet you're about 46 degrees out there now.
If you don't guess it, you won't guess it.
What were you saying, babe?
when we have lunch
You
Yeah.
didn't touch
and you come back to get the bottle
because I
and
very instructions to make dots.
I tell
I was, oh, I have to.
Jasper about
Okay? Because I have.
I asked him about, do you need some more orange juice?
Yeah.
I said more.
Did he?
Yeah.
Ah.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure he said Mimi earlier. He was running back to somewhere and because he wanted milk and he said Mimi.
Mm.
Jasper,
Yeah.
come out here.
You little pickle. Don't do that, you hurt yourself.
Hello.
Oh, he's got a spinny toy.
Yeah.
So my parents have gone on a 2-hour little bus tour into the city to see the Burj Khalifa and a few other hot spots. Literally, hot spot. It wouldn't have been possible for us, sadly, as much as it pains me to be somewhere new and not be able to go and see much of it. It'd be too difficult with the children, too hot, and we just need to get them pumped. Well, no, the opposite of pumped. Get all their energy out now in a safe space, so we can attempt some sleep tonight. Me too. Oh. Look at you. Oh, bye. Oh yeah, we're all sitting
Just be careful.
3 and 3.
Or behind.
You'll be in front, so that if Jazzy kicks someone, it's one of you.
Yeah, he don't kick much. Like,
No, he was
yesterday.
pretty good yesterday.
yeah.
No. No.
I love you, man. I love that man.
She make a new friend.
Yes.
Yeah. What her name? Little girl.
Bonnie.
Bonnie.มันเป็นยังไงวะ
มันเป็นยังไงวะไอ้ Jazzy. A bit dark, isn't it? Bye bye, Dubai. We're on a special bus, aren't we, Jazzy? I love you. Here we are at the airport. Jazzy was again nervous but did really well, and we were back at Dubai airport. And it was time to say goodbye to Dubai. Short and sweet and hot. Dubai airport, again, positive experience, much more spread out, far fewer people, less recognition of the sunflower scheme this time. Dubai airport is nice and quiet. No, darling, no?
ใช่
And it smells like perfume everywhere.
Yeah.
Time to get to Thailand. So, we've got little Adeline in a pushchair. Point for Dubai airport, giving away free strollers to borrow. Do you like your pushchair, Adeline?
Train is arriving now.
Oh, and now we get to go on a train.
Train is arriving now. الانتظار يوصل الآن. انتباه خطواتكم.
I have no idea.
Door closing. Please stand clear. الأبواب تغلق. يرجى إفتاح المجال.
Where's Adeline? There she is. Here you are.
المحطة الثانية. البوابات
Look at the chops. Oh. But we were okay, we didn't mind. We had Adeline in a pushchair too, because another great point to Dubai airports, they provide McLaren pushchairs for little ones to be ridden around in, so Adeline got to sit down as well. We made our way to a quiet area near our gate, let the kids run around. Aircon didn't seem to be working in the airport. That was a boo.
Just around here, okay, Danny? Just around here. We can run around here. Oh, my hand.
Can I have milk, please?
It's a good space. Adeline, we're going to Thailand now. Finally. Good work, guys. But we were okay. We tried some Dubai chocolate. Whilst we're still in Dubai, we're going to try some Dubai chocolate. Weigh yourselves out, guys. Okay.
And then the big,
Hello, someone joining you. Oh, no, just a bit.
and they'll just be frazzled on the plane.
So, oh no, it's melting already.
Oh no, you have to eat it quickly.
Here it is. You know, it's got like pistachio flaky stuff inside. Have you seen it?
Spoiled, didn't it? Well, never, my dinner's never been spoiled.
That bit broke. Oh no, it all broke. Mum, do you want some?
Oh, I was going to give a bit of this.
Just a tiny, tiny bit of bread.
It's like mincemeat.
Right, here we go. Uh-oh.
I'll try again.
You want some, babe?
Something not quite right. for my
Pistachio.
taste. Yeah, if that's what's it, that's what it
Good boy. Adeline, do you want
It's all
some?
right
Yummy. Chocolate. Have some of this. It's all too big for me. You can eat all of that. You can? Oh, great.
to me. Oh, not all at once.
It's because I was going to wrap up the rest. Thanks, Jazzy. It's alright. I know what he's going to do. All the time. Want some more, Puppet? Thanks, Adam.
Pistachio pudding today, and I wasn't very keen.
Pistachio ice cream, do you like?
Not as much, no. Also,
Pistachio nuts.
Yeah. Have some more, Jazzy? Okay, no, too much. That's too much.
It's quite hard.
Oh, it's nice.
I like it, yeah.
It went viral, people trying to make it. Right, save the rest
I'll
of the
stop
plane.
there.
Yeah. Cut pictures of 4 of us.
right.
Adeline, say cheese. Cheese. Just us.
Just sit here, darling. Sit down a minute. Yeah? Good boy.
More cheese.
Cheese.
Put your hand down, sweetheart.
Too late.
Oh.
And we got ready to board. Boarding the plane in Dubai. Again, a bit of a hurried rush to the front of the queue. I'd made ourselves known to
Sabai.
some staff at the front who said we could come to the front, but no one else cares about a child with a hidden disability who may or may not require special requirements. Yet I did push us in a polite manner to get us to the front.
Daddy, the plane's behind you.
Some milk? More milk, Adeline?
Adeline, you see our plane? It's behind us.
We were able to
There,
take Jasper's
through the
pusher
window.
all the way to the gate, and we just hoped for the best, that it would turn up at the gate in Bangkok. More on that later. Made our way onto the plane, and we had the best seats on the whole plane.
Okay.
Hello. Very well. How are you?
Very good, thank you. How many to say? JK. Okay, perfect. So you can go straight and turn right, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Hello. Overjoyed to find out
Come on then.
we are at the back of the plane. Hey.
Just put this one in.
This is the best place for us. And unlike the plane to Dubai, where we were in a row, the 6 of us, we've got my parents and Adeline in front of us. That's how we like it. There's no one behind us. We're right by a toilet. This is what send families strive for. I feel like we can relax. I feel like it's going to be a great flight.
Yeah. Absolutely, yes.
We'll report back on that. I feel like I might be able to watch a movie this one. Maybe have a drink. That might be asking for too much. When you're travelling with an autistic child, you want to be sat at the back of a plane. And we were. So Jasper was at the back. Owen, him and myself were on the very last row at the back of the plane with a space behind us, right near the toilet. And my parents and Adeline were in front, which was a double bonus because it meant that the only person Jasper could kick was my dad, which he didn't mind at all, right?
No.
Yeah. And would you believe it? Both children went to sleep.
And Grandad.
And Grandad. Oh, don't even get me started about what Grandad was able to get up to on the flights. He watched movies. But no, I also watched 2 movies on this flight because Jasper slept pretty much for the whole journey. I watched A Right Pain, which was that indie movie with Jesse Eisenberg, and that one from Succession, which was good. And then I watched A Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan movie with Timothée Chalamet, which I liked. What movie did you watch?
Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah, Oppenheimer. Did you like it?
It was very good. Between childcare.
Yeah. That's the thing, because Adeline did not sleep for the entire plane ride. She had quite a short nap actually, a short maybe 2 hours sleep, and then she was up keeping things fun for my parents once again. But it was an ideal flight. It was brilliant, to be honest. It was when we landed in Bangkok that everything then went south again. Are we nearly in Thailand? Not yet. We nearly are though, aren't we?
Yeah,
There's Thailand. There's Jessie. Bangkok, baby. ประเทศไทยรวมชาติสบาย
ถึงแล้วกรุงเทพมหานคร
แถะมหานคร What's next?
อมรรัตนโกสินทร์
Jazzy knows.
Sweet boy.
Can't believe people are clapping. Only this trip have I ever been on flights where people have clapped when we've landed.
สวัสดีเช้าวันศุกร์เวลาประมาณ7 โมง 20 นาทีอีกประมาณ40 นาทีจะถึงเมืองไทยนะครับ ตอนนี้อยู่ตรงไหนไม่รู้
So, for the second flight running, Adeline fell asleep upon landing, which was less annoying this time than the first flight, because on the first flight we'd done everything we could to try and get her to sleep. She refused. She got feral, she got hyper, she got shouty, as did a lot of other kids on the flight, thankfully. And then she fell asleep as the plane was coming down, like a deep sleep. So Owen had to carry her out. So we disembarked the flight in Bangkok. Hooray, we were in Bangkok. But oh no, Thailand, the only destination that didn't have Jasper's pushchair ready. They did, however, have a wheelchair for him, which is something an Emirates operative offered to me when I made my second call to them, way before all the flight cancellations happened. So I didn't think that plan was still in motion. And now that I knew we were staying in Dubai for 23 hours rather than 3 hours, I knew that a wheelchair wouldn't be a good idea, because we would need his disability pushchair to come with us to the hotel. So, Thailand, why were you still working on an old plan? So, oh, mare's off. What a dude. So, we're getting there. It's the end of our marathon story of travel. Yes, so Jazzy happily gets in the wheelchair. Hooray, let's see how long this lasts. It doesn't have straps. And I specifically asked Emirates if wheelchairs have straps. And she was like, yeah, of course. Didn't. So he could jump out at any point. He sits so far forward his feet drag on the floor. So we get about 5% of the way of where we need to be going before we realise it's not going to work any longer, because he's dragging his feet on the floor and it's dangerous. So we relieve the lovely staff member from Bangkok Airport and we say we'll manage on by ourselves. Our pushchair has obviously been loaded and it's going to come out on the carousel baggage claim. But before baggage claim, we've got to get through immigration and passport control, and a hell of a walk, and a train, one of those shuttle trains, you know. So I think me and Owen just snap at this point. Yeah, we're not our best selves. We just focus on getting the children from A to B, and we fall out a bit over why we don't have the pushchair and where it would come out, because we've come to Bangkok so many times with numerous different pushchairs, and sometimes it comes out on the oversized bit, and sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, we get through immigration, no problem. We use the new digital arrival card, no problem. We have to try and get Jasper to look in the eyeball scanner, which he does. Mum has to scan her fingerprints. If you know my mum, she lost her fingers on her right hand in a car crash, so that's different as well. Nothing straightforward. We eventually get to baggage claim. Adeline needs a wee, so off they go. Thank goodness my mum is here to help. They won't be here on the journey home. Not thinking about that yet. And we are just holding Jasper, and you know what he's like. He throws himself to the ground. He wants to run off in 25 different directions all at one time. We're already sweaty. His hand is slipping out of ours. It's really difficult. We've got 3 backpacks and we're on the way to laden ourselves with even more bags. So it's then that I have that horrible encounter with some men waiting at baggage claim who laugh at Jasper and then actually break into my engagement to talk to me, kneel down, get in front of my face and say what's his problem. But I talked enough about that on stories on Instagram. Don't want to labour on that anymore, but because I was already in such a bad place, it was just the cherry on top, and I got angry at them and Owen sort of came to help but didn't do much. And then we got our bags, finally got his pushchair, finally got him strapped and safe inside his pushchair and departed Savannah Boomy, or Savannah Boom as they call it. There's an I on the end. What I always do when we arrive in Bangkok is download the Grab app so I can get us taxis to where we need to be. We needed to go to Don Mueang to get our 3rd flight in as many days to Buriram. Upon downloading the Grab app, realised that I could not access a taxi for more than 4 people. Could have been my mistake. It could have just been something that Grab does or doesn't do. So we go sub-level to get a proper Bangkok cab, and it's all really fraught and it's all really hot, and we are just not loving what should have been our arrival moment into Bangkok. We journey across the city. Now myself, my mum and my dad are so tired because we didn't sleep. Owen did sleep because Jasper slept, so that allowed him to sleep. But because we had skipped a whole night's sleep now, we were absolutely shattered, fighting to keep our eyelids open. And at every possible moment, especially in a vehicle, we were nodding off. We arrive at Don Mueang Airport, the smaller domestic airport of Bangkok, in order to catch our flight to Buriram. And for some reason, our taxi can't drop us out the main entrance. He drops us at a secret, weird door with a travelator down. We have about 8 bags with us and 2 children, faced with just a downward travelator, so we need to get everything down all at once because we can't come back up it to come back for bags. And the trolleys aren't there because we've been dropped at some weird side entrance rather of the airport. I mean, come on, Thailand. You know I love you, but this wouldn't have happened in Dubai. It's the chaos, and sometimes we embrace the chaos. Sometimes there's no space left. We have no more spoons for chaos. It's an autism reference, if you don't know. So we manage it, but Owen and I are still not happy with each other. We throw our bags down this tiny travelator and get the kids down. Then we're on trolleys. Then we have to repack a few of our bags because the luggage allowance is different on domestic flights to massive ones with Emirates. And oh my goodness, it is all so much now. And we're so tired. Kids still doing really well. Right, we check in for our flights. Jasper needs a change of clothes. Adeline needs a change of clothes. We buy expensive clothes in Don Mueang Airport. We don't have time to buy food. I can't even remember the last time we ate. We need nappies. We have to prioritise what we always need to prioritise. We get on our flight And either because the kids have sensed our mood or because it's just now too much for them, this tiny 1 hour domestic flight turns out to be the worst flight of all. And both kids are screaming for an hour. Thank goodness it's only an hour. We just endure. Owen and I reconcile slightly because we need to be a team for this madness. And we know we're about to see his parents, and we know his parents are about to meet my parents for the first time. We can't miss this moment. We can't not make the most of it. I've sort of thought I'd given up filming or making content about any of it, but I know I'll regret it if I don't film the moment they meet. So that will be coming right up. We get to Buram Airport, and it's my favourite airport in the whole wide world, apart from maybe Koh Samui. We walk across the flight paths. There's probably a better word for that, you tell me. Thank you very much. Are we ready? Me first then. Thank you very much. Glorious, and it's warm and it's balmy, and there we are in Isan, and we are happy to be in Isan. Where is the pushchair?
Your destination, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you and welcome to Alicante.
And I see Owen's parents. Again, I'm wrestling Jasper on the floor because his pushchair has come through baggage claim. Come on, Thailand. Wrestling with Jazzy on the floor. It's all fine. Because we're with Thai people now. Most exclusively almost Thai people. Who are sometimes puzzled by Jasper. But they're never unkind, they're never bigoted, they're never ableist, they're always kind. We'd organised a minivan to come pick us up. Fighting sleep, absolutely fighting sleep, the heaviest of eyelids. Jazzy was so happy to see his boo and ya. Adeline was wary, her shyness will take a few days in order for her to feel comfortable with seeing this family in the flesh, who she's only really seen on video call since the last trip, but she was only one. And there we are. We drive off home to Boo and Ya's house in Khao Sinaran. Okay, that's it. That's our travel story. Follow along now to see approximately how long it takes us to recover from that, and what we start to get up to on the first few days here in Khao Sinaran with my Thai in-laws, Owen's family, my extended family, and my parents, meeting them and staying with them for the first time.
Say, look, Mummy.
Look, Mummy.
Amazing! Do you remember when we came on the big aeroplane to get here?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
Did you love it?
Ow.
Feet up.
Oh, sorry.
Good girl.
What's that noise?
Little motorbike.
Put that under your arm, okay? Do you want to hold the pushchair with me? Up to you.
Oh, it's a minor.
Sawadika. Hello. Nice to see you. Missed you too. Sawadika. Let's move out the way. Oh, yeah. Can we go? No? Look what we've got here. A minivan. Sawadika.